I don't know how they do it. Maybe they should come and teach us. Master class. Sorry. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. In today's video, I want to discuss about this story that's been going around about this guy who they say is what did they say? By the way, if you hear any sound noise in the background, I have a full house. Basically, all my nephews and nieces are spending their summer break at my... I don't know if you guys can hear. So there's this guy they call Osita. The noise is distracting for me as someone that's making a video. Hopefully it doesn't distract you guys. Okay, let me focus. So this guy is called Osita. Apparently they say Osita Motors. He sells cars, or he has a transport company. Basically, he's something Osita Motors. So what happened was, there was a video all over social media of two women, basically, that's what they looked like, dragging a man. When you say dragging, it's like fighting over a man. That's what it looked like. And I was like, okay, at first. Now, it's important I say this part because the story was very confusing. I saw the video where the lady in the pink head scarf and the lady in the green dress. So they call them Team Pink and Team Green. Okay, so the Team Pink was there dancing with the celebrant. Oh, sorry, this man is a 60-year-old man celebrating his 60th birthday and dancing with a woman. And that's the video you see, dancing with a woman, and the next another woman came and kind of like danced around them, like circling them. Initially, the post was saying, oh, the woman in pink was not letting, she's the second wife. She was not allowing the first wife have space. And I think what we were confused was that if you look, you may think that the other woman, the woman in green, is older, because there's no really, like, you know, the way you can see some first wife, second wife situation, you see that one woman is like an agbalagba, an older woman, the other woman is much younger. So people, that kind of, I think that kind of threw people off. And some people thought that the woman in green is the first wife. That was what they were saying at first, is the first wife, and the one in the pink scarf, that head tie, I mean, that she's the second wife. And I have a weight loss program in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section, and if you want to Google it, it's summerhealthyweightloss.com, because it's not just about losing weight but losing it in a healthy way. It's important. Be careful. I've been saying it. I've been doing this disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. You don't have to starve. You don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's summerhealthyweightloss.com. That is my website. I was like, wow, something. My instinct told me something was off. It's very, very unusual for a situation like that, and then for the second wife to be so dominant, because when she was not letting her come and dance with this man, it didn't look like a second wife kind of thing. You know, she showed that ownership that, you know, gives off the position of a first wife, if you ask me. Because initially I was like, this first wife is very mellow, because I thought that the woman in the green was the first wife, because that was what the narrative was at first when this video came out. And I was like, which kind of first wife will be so tolerant and allow a second wife that came and met her there to behave like this? I knew that it just didn't look right. Okay, apparently the narrative, or how people have now explained it, the story, depending on who you're asking, the story that now came out is that the lady that was originally dancing with this man is the first wife. Some people said he met the woman in green first. Let me be saying woman in green, woman in, so you understand that he met the woman in green first when they were much younger, and the woman in green ended up marrying someone else, and then 30, and then he married the woman in the pink, and then together for about 30 years, and then somehow he came across his ex, who is the one in the green. They were never married. They married, the woman in green was already married to someone else, was living abroad, and she was settled, and then her marriage ended. Somehow the woman in green, who he was never married to, they met again and somehow fell back in love, and now the man ended up going to marry the woman in green without the woman in pink knowing. A lot of people initially was like, why is that woman in pink so rude? Why is she so dominant? And it was all, everybody was basically against her until this other narrative came, and people began to like, oh, began to feel like, okay, she's the one that they did wrong too. Okay, ignore the noise in the background. Okay, now, if you watch the video, you see that the one in the pink scarf, she looks like she's in pain. Okay, she looks like she's in pain. And the other one, the one in the green, looks very happy. And let me go with this narrative that we have about how this story went. When people say the one in green is very I saw a comment say, oh, jovial and happy. Let me tell you guys what you have to realize about the position of the woman that just came in every situation. If she's the second wife or the third wife or the 10th wife, those that believe in polygamy, that one that comes afresh or that new one that just arrived, there is something about it that new person, believe it or not, the message is this: the person or the woman or women that were on ground before the man brought a new woman, they were not enough. Because if they were enough, why would he need someone else? And it makes that new person feel special, because I'm coming to fill a void in this man's life. And that position is always sweeter. And that is why my mother told me something once. She said, oh, if you're coming across me for the first time and you do not know, my name is Soma Aku, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm a Nigerian that lived abroad for many years and visited Nigeria for the first time in a long time and fell in love with Nigeria and shared my Japada story. And as we speak, I now own a shortlet and I'm very close to the airport. If you're coming into Nigeria, you need somewhere to stay, contact me, the number on the screen. If you want to stay in my shortlet, it's going to be the cleanest shortlet you've ever been in. I'm not bragging, it's a statement of fact. There are people that have booked me. They actually have houses in Lagos, but when they landed, maybe it's 11 at night or 12 at night or too late at night, they don't want to go home that night. They want to stay in my shortlet because I'm close to the airport, and then they go home in the morning. You understand? So we actually also help people to organize airport pickups. And why that is good is this: the fact that I know who I sent to go pick you up. I wouldn't send someone that I do not trust, you understand, or someone that I feel like is not traceable. So this is the estate where my shortlet is. Guys, I'm telling you guys, especially Nigerians abroad that have this terrible image of Nigeria. Not all, some people. So when some of them have come to stay in my shortlet, they're like, wow. They're like, this will even fly past abroad. You understand? So it's important. Not just choose any shortlet. Make sure you choose a shortlet in a nice neighborhood, in a safe neighborhood, in a clean neighborhood. No all this lousy, noisy neighborhood. Very peaceful neighborhood. In this estate, you can go for a walk even at night if you want, because it is that safe. There are actually a lot of foreigners that stay in this estate, and you see them walking around comfortably. Contact our WhatsApp number now to book. In the olden days when they were into polygamy, she said, when a man marries a second wife, the first wife will be sad. But when he marries a third wife, the first one will no longer be sad. She will actually be happy, because she's like, okay, yes, let the second wife go through the pain I went through, right? But the second one becomes unhappy. And when they marry the fourth one, the third one will be unhappy. You understand? Because the other ones would have been like, we've been there, done that. It's that one that feels like new chassis that will be unhappy. So when you look at them and you see the woman in the rare pink scarf looking unhappy, it is not easy to go from me and my husband versus me, my husband, and there's another woman. I have always said it. There is a message there. When a man brings another woman to add to you, there's a message there. There is something that you are not, that he believes that other woman is. Right? And you see the one that just came in. She is happy. From the story we're hearing, right? You know, she's the new woman in his life. She's the new arrival. Of course, she's going to feel special. There is something about it that will make a woman feel special. I am who he wants right now. I am who he has picked to come into his life right now. And like I said, the message remains. If the person or the people, or if the woman or the women that were on ground were good enough, he wouldn't be needing someone. I always ask people, if a man adds a woman to you, it means you're not enough. Because if you're enough, what's the need for someone else? What is that person coming to do that you couldn't do? You understand? So there is always a message there that is painful for the person on ground. So when you now see the new chassis, the way I would put it. You know, typically we know new chassis to be the younger woman, you know, but in this case, she's still the new chassis because she's the newest one that came into the equation. Of course, she's going to feel special. You can tell. And let me tell you guys something you have to realize. From the way this story has been explained, right? Or else they come tomorrow and say otherwise. When you look at her, oh, she's very jovial. She's very happy. She has every reason to be happy. Because right now, there is that position of, do you know that it's like a toy? If a child owns a toy and then they played with the toy and then you go and get them a new one after a year or whatever, 6 months, that new one is special. You know what I mean? She feels special. And you can tell. In Igbo language, you say, like the happiness is so much. And if you watch that video where she snuck in and danced with them, there's a dominance. Even though she's the one being pushed away, there's still a dominance in her, the way she did that dance. I watched one part in slow motion. I get time. I watched the slow motion. And you can see that even though it looks like she's not looking at that woman, there was one place I saw where she looked at her and she looked away. She knows. She's a woman. She knows how it feels or how it would feel to be that other woman that was on ground. No woman, no matter how they say it, no woman likes to share her man. No woman. And no man likes to share his woman. But let's talk about Nigeria because that is where they have been brainwashed to believe. Okay? That aside, something else I want to say is this. As far as I'm concerned, the person that, if we're going with this narrative, if we're talking about being disrespected, I believe that the person that disrespected her is the man. Because the man should have made proper arrangement, made sure she was well informed, made sure there was harmony before that day. You can tell there was no harmony. When you think about the way they were dressed, they were not all dressed the same. There are some men that are into polygamy that when you see them, you will see their wives uniformed looking. Everything looks coordinated. That party showed that that all is not well, that there is fire on the mountain. It looks like it. It's disjointed. It's here and it's there. Even when it comes to spraying, you will notice that some of the people that came to spray sprayed only the woman in green, and some people sprayed only the woman in the pink head tie. So it's possible the woman came with her own relatives and friends to come remove shame for her face, and the other woman, you know, when I say pidgin English, it's like, okay, to come and make me proud on the day, right? And when you see the way that woman in green was dancing, you can tell that she is very confident of her position in the life of the man. And it is the woman that was on ground before that will be a bit shaky, like, okay, where is my position? You understand? So when I watched that video, and I'm saying, people are saying, hey, she is disrespectful and all of that, I will tell you something. There's any disrespect, let me use if, okay? It is the man that disrespected his wife. Because it is a way a man would do it and put every woman in her own place. That on that day, that drama wouldn't have happened. If each woman, especially the original wife, if she felt secured, that thing that happened that day wouldn't have happened. And it is your man that owes you every single respect that you need. The confidence that the woman in green has comes from how the man makes her feel. Sometimes when you see them chatting and laughing, you see the rapport. The man, to a great extent, even in the public eye, the man looks like he has given that woman in green so much power and so much confidence that she's so confident in her position in his life. So who is really disrespecting the wife? Okay, the original wife. It is the man. No man that puts you where you should be will ever create an atmosphere where another woman would even try. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. And at the same time, let me speak to us women. Now, let me say this, right? Some people believe in polygamy. That's fine, right? Not everybody believes in polygamy. Going back to what I was saying, it is your man that will ever give a woman the power, the courage, the confidence to feel that. Let me tell you something you have to realize. Some men, not all, but there are some married men. Me, I used to not understand this thing. There was one time one married man toasted me. Hey, Chineke. Some of them can toast too. I couldn't stop laughing. This man toast me that I have my principles and my blah blah blah, and married man toast me. I can't they told I say I can't they told some of them get sweet mouth. I say it be like juju. It be like juju. There was nothing he did not tell me about his wife. There was no story that, like, let me say this, there are some men truly that have problems at home. Let's not forget. There are some men that have troubles in their lives. I'm not going to lie. But there are some men that their wives are actually the pillars in their lives. As in, there are some men that the wife they have at home is the pillar, is the provider, is the everything. If the woman was not all that, maybe they would have kicked her out. Some men are like that. Some men are just useless. That's what I don't understand. A woman will be in a relationship with a man and you call it marriage. And this man is sleeping around and you know, but you stay there. But you stay there. A lot of us women will not use public toilet. A lot of women can never use public toilet. But they are with a man that is filthier than a public toilet. Let me tell you, when a man shoves the snake between his leg from one woman to the other, what is worse than a public toilet? That is worse than a public toilet. Do you know what it is for a man to shove himself here, shove himself there, and then come home and shove himself into you? Public toilet itself, if you enter, you can perch like this, put your legs up, and try not to sit on it and pee. But that man will come home and crawl into bed with you. And the woman will say, I have a husband. Do you have a husband or do you have a disease? Sit down and think about it. Do you have a husband or do you have a public toilet? And come and crawl into bed with you and you're calling yourself married. Unfortunately, in a lot of societies, especially in this our Nigeria, you know, a woman without a man is nothing. So they can never imagine being separated. And the men know it. That's why they can come and bring another wife. Because you won't go anywhere now. Why will you go anywhere? You want me to laugh you, say you be divorcee. Our society will laugh at divorced women. Where do you see our men being, divorced men being laughed at in our society? For where? You know what I mean? And another thing I have noticed, as someone that Japa that, some of the things that I have seen, jokes aside, right? Nigeria is a society where a lot of women are still in their marriages or are getting married, are desiring to be married because of what society would say. You never marry, you never born, you never did that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you're a single mother, you're a single, you're a divorcee, you're a widow. But they want to move away from that, so they just enter marriage because of society. That's what I want women to realize. The only thing, let me tell you the biggest problem, a lot of Nigerian women, African countries is very common, but let me speak about Nigeria. A lot of women, they don't know their worth. If only women know how special we are, you will know that, I'm telling you. Do you know that a lot of women can do without a man? In the sense that, listen to this. For example, let's say, I'm trying not to make it a long video. It's getting too long and I don't like it to be a long video. But what I mean by this, a woman can be without a man, right? And she's fine. She's into business. She's into this. And she's coming home, you know, let's say divorcee or a widow or, you know, whatever. And they can run all of that. Only society will say, she's not. Society. But so women end up marrying because of society. But you know that men are actually the ones that marry for personal reasons. A man marries because they can't do without a woman. Women don't know how powerful they are. Why a lot of men in our society don't marry because because a man that is divorced, a man that is widowed, they don't marry because of societal stigma. No, they marry because they need a woman. Like they need a woman so that they have one, no belly food. They want to, belly food. Let me tell you. That's how to know that men cannot do without woman. Woman are sweet, they pass anything in this life that Think about it now. That one, or they reach some of them. What does that tell you? They can't do without us. But most women are so foolish. They are so foolish not to know their worth. Let me tell you something else you have to learn as a woman. I think a lot of women should actually try to be alone for a while. Learn to be just you. Discover a level of peace, level of fulfillment, that you realize that it's good to have a man, but not be do or die affair. There's nothing wrong. Don't forget that, some people end up marrying. Whether they love the man or not, just come make I marry, make the world to say I get husband. That's what women have basically bought a man. That's, basically bought him because they don't know who they are. You understand? You need to learn to have your life and realize how you don't need anybody to be anything. And you know that it's not about being married, but being married to a man that loves you. If you're married to a man and you're not special to him, because what are you? I don't understand. Do you know what I mean? Are you not better off? There are some women that are married. Their husbands have several girlfriends outside. That the only time they see their husband. There are women that are married in this Nigeria that there's no difference between them and single ladies that were never married or divorcees or widows. I'm telling you the truth. There are some women that are just married in the eyes of the Nigerians, in the eyes of the society. But inside, there is no marriage. At home, there is no marriage. But they just manage it like that because at least society will not stigmatize me. What's the point? Are you no better off just be by yourself? And have that, you understand, after your simple life. Before a man crawls into your bed. Let me say, I think I derailed. Maybe I derailed. The married man that was toasting me, my eye caught the tone. Sorry. My eye caught the tone. I say, now juju. And I look myself at, because some of them will tell you things, You see, these are our ears. So men to get, they say a man, to get a man is his stomach, blah, blah, blah. To get a woman, her ear. Just whisper some sweet nothings. As if some married men toast you, your eye is going to you. I find way to get rid of this person. I find ways. I couldn't. It's like, you don't hang. I was like, to stop the, you know what I mean? You have to be a determined person. No matter, you see what they call love bombing. When some of these men love bomb you. Do you know what? There is no way this man was going to stop. You know what to do, some of these men? If a married man is toasting you too much, let me tell you what to do. If a married man is toasting you too much, do you know what you can do? Tell him you have a disease. Tell him you... Tell him you have a disease. Tell him you have a disease. Sorry. Tell him. Just tell him you have a disease. The way you go pick race. I love you past my mama. I love you past my ancestors. I love you past jollof rice. Tell him you have a disease. He will. My chest, they pain me. Find something that will make him leave you. Once you say it, they say, God, I love you. I love you. They will run. Now you're going to tell us, come now. My chest, they pain me. Whew. Now you're going to call and say, come now. I go say, oh my God. Okay, let me leave that. Okay, coming back to this couple story. If you guys have noticed, there's a new trend. This new trend is this new trend of the new woman. Notice, look at, what's her name? Judy Austin, Regina Daniels. Which one again? I don't know. I think because social media has influence. I think that position of a new woman is becoming so attractive. The second wife is becoming so attractive. you look around, a lot of stories coming up. People are beginning to watch it and see that position of the new one that came in, how this one, you know what I mean? And I think is a trend. But my thing is this, you guys know my own, I talk and give advice. My biggest advice, I think I already kind of hinted on it. Women should learn to be alone, at least for some time. It takes like, you know what I mean, get the chance to know yourself, and the process of knowing yourself, you get to the point where you know your worth. I watched a video where a lady was what's it called now? It's America, but black Americans. She has an ex-boyfriend. Now she has a new boyfriend, and the ex-boyfriend came and was trying to break the door down, and he broke the door down. As soon as he walked in, the new boyfriend, boo, the old boyfriend fell down. And I said, these two men fighting over one woman. Two men fighting over one woman. That woman that they're fighting over, she don't get two heads. You understand? There is a woman somewhere that 4, 5 men, 6 are trying to get her attention. And there are women that are 2, 4, 5 of them are fighting over a man. Why can't you be that woman that men are queuing up for? It happens when you get to know your worth. So women don't know their worth. Some women don't. Now I watched that video and I feel like it's embarrassing for grown people. That man is 60, Abby. He's 60. The women are going to be late 50s. They look late 50s to me. You understand? And I feel like they are not teenagers. You understand? If at this age, they cannot be so coordinated to say, you won't go marry another. I don't know. If at this age, they can be, I don't even want to go into all of that. But I feel like no matter what, or else that man wants to come out and say, I no longer love my first wife. I am leaving her for another woman, blah, 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 that we could understand. But to say that is your wife that has been with you, according to the reports, for about 30 years, and you allowed her to publicly be humiliated, that is sad. That is absolutely sad. If you don't want a woman again, tell her you don't want her again, than for her to come to her husband's 60th birthday and has the cameras on her and see, like, the cameras get to see her like this. Is embarrassing for a woman. It is. It's humiliating. I saw pictures of her and her husband previously. There's a video where she was, before that birthday celebration, you can see where she was proudly talking.
Yeah, we're waiting for you. Oh, really? Yes, ma'am. April, as always. Thank you. So sorry I'm bumping into you because I never told you I would be coming, but I felt this is really necessary. It's your heartthrob's birthday tomorrow. How do you feel?
Oh, wow. I feel so blessed. The big 60, the diamond birthday. I feel so blessed to witness this day. I feel honored by God. Right now, I think I'm the happiest woman on earth right now.
If we are to ask you, who is your husband? How will you describe it?
Austin Osan is a blessed man. Everything he touches turns to gold. He is a God-fearing person. I have known him for over 3 decades. Yeah, he's my friend, he's my gist partner, he's my father, he's my better half, he's everything a woman can wish for. Yes, I can categorically say that. So I just want to wish him all his secret prayers, wish him more wealth, good health, and a long life.
It doesn't even look 60 as we can see it. What do you actually like most about him?
He's a good father, a fantastic husband, and most of them all, he's a God-fearing man.
Wow.
Yes, and I think that is what I admire most with him. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom.
Omovbude of Akila Ijebu is coming live to Lagos mainland. And the Osita families are actually bringing him down here.
Right.
So what should people expect that's going to happen tomorrow?
You should expect the unexpected. Everybody's going to have fun. Everybody's going to be happy together. And it's going to be a birthday to remember. Yeah, I can promise everybody that.
What are your special innermost wishes
Okay.
for your love.
I want to bless God again for letting me have him as my husband. He has been a blessing to me and also I've been a blessing to him. And all I want to wish him once again is more money in his account. I want to wish him long life as he looks forward to celebrate 60. I wish him to celebrate 70.
Amen.
80,
Amen.
90,
Amen.
100,
Amen.
even 120. If by any chance there's going to be life after life, I still want to be with him and be his wife.
Wow. God bless you and see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Happy birthday in advance to Osita Matters.
Happy birthday, my king.
In that video, you can tell it looked like she didn't know that was about to happen on that day. Like, do you know what I mean? You fall in love with somebody else. Why not face that one? You understand? Might as well just go and do the party somewhere else and leave her than to come to the public and be humiliated like that. I feel like it was not nice. It could have been done better than that. That is my own personal opinion about it. And I want to say, for a new woman, don't give another woman the pain that you would not like another woman to give to you. If that man is still married to his wife, there are men that have walked away from a marriage or a relationship and said that relationship was hell and went and married somebody else. That is a different story altogether. You understand? But if that man is still holding on to her, his original wife, there's a reason why he's holding on to her. Am I making sense? There is a reason why he has not left her. He's only adding you. Because even you, if you are truly enough, then you should leave the other one to be with you. Am I making sense? For the fact that he wants to still keep her and then add you on top, I don't know how women do it. For me, what makes me shake for a man, when I say shake, what did they shake me? You know, is that I'm special. I have to feel special to a man for my heart to begin make big. Do you know what I mean? I need to feel special. For me, there's nothing special about sharing my man with another woman. There's nothing special about it. So how women come out publicly and even stylishly, whatever, drag a man, I don't know how they do it. If I'm no longer special to a man, I can't even imagine the man touching me. So I don't know how women do it though. I'm just speaking for myself. I can't do it. What makes me feel, you know, that oneness, that feeling like this is my person, this is my man. When I don't feel it, guys, by the way, before I forget, I wrote a book. Some of you have read my book. There is so much people can learn from my book. I'm going to put it, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys my book. This is my book. Okay? So people, don't be confused. That is blurry for a reason. I respect him. I respect his privacy. You know, that's what I'm trying to make people understand. I didn't write this book to drag anybody. No. I didn't write this book to... his name is not even in my book. So it's not about him. It's about a story. You understand? So when some people like, there's somebody that will come and I say, why is it? I say, look, you have to realize that I've never told you his name. I've never put his picture out there. So I'm not dragging an individual. No. You know, you see social media, people are having marriages ended, they start dragging each other and start insulting each other, blah, blah, blah. That's the father of my children. I have no reason to want to drag him or insult him. No, I'm not that kind of person. But there's so much people can learn from my story. There is so much people can learn from my story. And hopefully, you never know somebody that tomorrow that you'll be able to bless with the knowledge you got from reading my book. There's so much in this book. And people that have read it have gotten back to me. I'm sorry, guys, I've not replied all of you. I want to take my time and reply to as many people as I can reply. You will learn so much from this book. And then you get to understand how I achieved what I have. When I say achieve, as an achievement I'm talking about now is that self-worth and, you know, that self-respect and, you know, not pride. One say pride, not pride of arrogance, but pride of valuing yourself. That's the word. And how I've arrived where I am right now. You would know my story and the journey that I have been through. My book is on Amazon. And if you want to buy a physical copy, these ones are the ones made in Nigeria. okay? Because the abroad one, some people say they can't afford it. This one is made in Nigeria. Contact me. I'm going to put the phone number on the screen so you can buy my book. And if you're living abroad, let me know how you want me to post it, or if you want me to give it to family and friends in Nigeria, and maybe there's somebody coming abroad, they can bring it for you or bring it to you. Let me know. Contact me. My phone number is going to be on the screen if you want to buy my book. And if you want to find it on Amazon, it is Love Is Not Enough. Basically, I don't want to give it away. So, but what do you mean love is not enough? When you read the book, you understand what I mean. So much you can learn from my book. You know what I mean? If you want it, like I said, the phone number is on the screen. And what's it called now? This is how I feel about it. I just feel like this whole thing, I blame the man. One, I personally blame the man because he could have done it better. The woman that has been with you and you still want her to be with you. You have not divorced her. You're still married to her. There's a way you want her to be treated. There's a way you should not allow the world to see her out of respect, right? And then, what's it called now? The second woman may be feeling special because she's a new chassis. Don't give a woman a pain you know will not like to have. Okay? That's that one. And then I want to say to the Yoruba will say Yaile, the woman at home, Yawile, the woman at home. That's what they call the first wife. Yawo is typically for the newest chassis. What I want to say, my man is worth fighting for. I've been saying it for years now, right? And I will say it again. No man is worth fighting for. Because the man that's actually worth fighting for would never put you in a position where you have to fight for him. No man is worth fighting for. Because the man that's actually worth fighting for will never put you in a position where you have to fight for him. That husband that allowed her to have to experience a situation whereby she's pushing another woman away. Basically, it's a fight now. It's fight. You know what I mean? No man that is worth fighting for would put his woman in that kind of a position. I really hope she can ponder on that. And, and let me tell you, that new woman will continue to be special as long as the old woman stays. I mean, they tell you. If the, when I say old, the original woman. If the original woman says, okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. You can have him. I'm done. And dash her. That feeling special. You know what I'm feeling? Let them have each other. I don't know how to love a man that does not love me. Love me and love me alone. I don't know how. I don't know how people do it. I can't love a man that doesn't love me. Because I have said it in a lot of my videos. I say it is the love that a man loves for me that I fall in love with. Fall in love with the love that the man is loving me. That makes sense. It is how a man treats me that makes me fall in love with him. So if I don't feel love, I can't. I don't even those that believe in the Bible says it that Jesus loved us first. So we're basically responding to the love of Christ. You understand? So how we may now love a man that does not love them? I don't know how they do it. Maybe they should come and teach us master class. Sorry. Come and do master class. Sorry, guys. Maybe they should come and do master class and teach us. I don't know how. Even if I don't know how to love a man that does not love me. When a man does not love me, whatever feeling love is not word of mouth or actions. When a man's actions shows you that, a man that loves you shouldn't have done this. A man that loves you shouldn't have done this. You see, in my life, I don't want, after you see me, so I don't like trouble. I don't like wahala. That's it, I back off. That's how I feel. If it's me, I'll just tell him to decide, what do you want? Do you want her or you want me? If you want her, bye. You understand? Okay, it's gotten very long. I'm going to end this video here. As always, this is my opinion anyways. And as always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.